Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take very easy variant Sudoku puzzles and we break them down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called The Green Mile by Proxy 14. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box once each. We also have a German whisper loop, the German whisper loop. There is only one green German whisper loop on the grid that only moves orthogonally. It visits every box at least once and never visits the same cell twice. Adjacent digits along this loop must have a difference of at least 5. That's interesting. So when it means that it moves orthogonally, that just means it moves horizontally or vertically. And it must visit every box once. It never visits the same cell twice. So it's a loop, so it cannot enter into itself again, into a cell that it already entered. And adjacent digits along this loop must have a difference of at least 5. So for example, if this were 3, these two digits would have to be 8 and 9, because those are the only digits that 3 is 5 or greater away from. That leads to certain things that we know about this German whisper loop. Anyways, we also have xv, where digits separated by an x sum to 10, while digits separated by a v sum to 5. So this is an x, so if this were a 3 here, this would have to be a 7 here, because those two digits must add up to 10. Say we had a v somewhere in this puzzle. Say it was here. If this was a v and this was a 2, this would have to be a 3 to make sure that these two digits add up to 5. And that's how xv works. And we have fog, where placing correct digits will gradually lift the fog from the grid. We don't actually know where it's going to lift it, but it will lift it somewhere. Actually, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to lift it anywhere. But if we place all the digits correctly, it will give us all the digits in the correct place. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. All of these digits see other digits, 2 other digits, on a German whisper line. So they cannot be 4 and 6, because 4 and 6 only see 1 digit each on a German whisper line. 9 and 1. Therefore, these have to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. 5 can never be on a German whisper line because it can never be next to any digit on any normal Sudoku digit on a German whisper line. Also, these two digits add up to 10. Well, 5 can only add up to 10 with another 5, and that would break normal Sudoku rules. So this cannot be 5, which means this has to be a 5. Which makes this 4 and 6, because again, these have to be next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, all of them. This one is next to these 2, this one's next to these 2, this one was next to these 2, this one's next to these 2, this one's next to these 2, and this one's next to these 2. All of these have to be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So that's fine. 5, again, cannot be on a German whisper line, and it can't be next to an X. So where's the 5 box in this box? It must be here. So this is a 5. This is a V. So these two digits, so this must be a low. So this also must be a low. On a German whisper line, you'll always alternate between low digits, which are 1 through 4, and high digits, which are 6 through 9. And the way you know that is take the slowest of the low digits, which is 1 through 4, add 5 or more to it. What digit has to be next to it? It has to be 6 or higher, which means it's a high digit. Now, if you take a high digit, take the highest one, which is 9, subtract 5 or more from it. That means you have to have a 4 or less, but next to the 6 through 9. So again, it'll always alternate between lows and highs. Since these are both lows, these must be highs because they're next to a low on a German whispered line. This must be low. This must be high. And we always will just alternate these. So these are lows. These are highs. We don't know about this. Where is the 5 in row 2? 5 also cannot be next to a V, right? Because 5 would, to add up to 5, 5 has to adds up with 0, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. So 5 has to be here. So this is 5. This is 10. So these two digits must add up to 10. And there's one low and one high here, which means this, because we have 4 lows already in the row, this has to be a high. So this is 7, 8, or 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. This has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 3. This must be a low. So we have, in this box, we have 4 lows because one of these digits is a low. So this must be a high also. Now we have 4 highs in row 3, which eliminates any highs from being in the rest of the row. So this must be a low, which makes this a high. Okay. Let's see. Where is the 4 in this box? It has to be one of these two cells because these are both low and these are both low and these are high. So this cannot be low. Where's the low in row 2? Cannot be any of these because of the 4-6 pair. Can't be any of these here because of the 4. One of these has to be a 4. So this must be a 4, which means it has to be with 1. So this is 1 or 4, which means this cannot be 1 or 9. It's 2, 3, or 7, 8. One of these has to be a 1. This is 2 or 3 here. So this has to be at least 7 to be next to 1 and 2 at least. This could be a 6. Okay, these are 2, 3, and 2 and 3. Because of that, this is next to at least a 2. So this cannot be 6. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is next to both 2 and 3, so it has to be 8 or 9 here. We don't know about this. Therefore, 7, 8, and 9 all have to be here. So 7's one of these two. So therefore, this cannot be a 7. This has to be a 6, because that's the only place for it in the row. So this is 6. This has to be a 1, because it's the only digit remaining in this box. This is 2, 3, or 4 here. Oops. This is 2, 3, or 4. Therefore, this is 6, 7, or 8 here. This is a high. This is high also, because they're next to lows. This is a low. This is a high. This is a low. And this is a high. This must be a low because it's next to a high, and the German whisper loop continues here. So we have 4 lows in column 8, which eliminates lows from the rest of the column. So this cannot be low. This is 7 or 8, which makes this, so this has to be high, and this has to be low. Can't be 7 or 8, it's 2 or 3. Where is the 5 in column 8? It must be one of these 2 cells. Well, where's the 5 in column 7? It has to be one of those 3 cells because none of those can be, because in column 8, one of these has to be a 5. This is next to a 2 or a 3 on this German whisper line. So this is at least a 7. So this is 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3. This is next between 2 unique digits on a German whisper line. So this must be 7, 8, or 9 also. Where is the 6 in column 8? Can't be any of these cells, so it must be here. So this is a 5, 6 pair here. Where is the 6 then in column 7? Can't be here, so one of these must be a 6. This cannot be 6. This has to, it's also between 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so this must be 7, 8, or 9. This is next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, so this is 1, 2, or 3. We don't know about this one. This is a low, so it's 1 through 4. This has to be, it could be, okay, so the German whisper line does not go in either of these directions, so it must continue here. So this is a low. It's between 2 unique digits here on a German whisper line, so this is 7, 8, or 9. This could be 6 through 9, but we don't know which. Let's see. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 5, 6, but we don't know which is which. Oh, 3 and 7 can never be next to each other on German whisper line. So this can't, if this were 3, this would have to be 7. So this cannot be 3, this cannot be 7, this cannot be 3, and this can't be 7 because they can't be next to each other on a German whisper line. We have a 1, 2, 8, 9 quadruplet in this box, which eliminates 1, 2, 8, and 9 the rest of the box. Therefore, this is 7. The rest of these digits are 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 3 or 4. We don't know if it goes, okay, so whenever you have an alternating loop, so it alternates between sets on a loop, you know, no matter how you get here, it has to be the same set. So here, if you try to go this way, this would be high, and then this would be low. So that this has to definitely be low. But similarly, if you go any random way here on this loop, this would be low, this would be high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and therefore this would be low. So this is always low then, if it's on the loop. This is always high, this is always low, this is always high, and this is always low. This sees 2 unique digits on the German whisper loop. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This sees 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop, so it's 1, 2, or 3. This sees 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop, so it's 7, 8, and 9. We don't know about this, though. And we have 4 lows in column 5, which eliminates the lows from the rest of the column. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This could be 6, 7, 8, and 9, but we're not sure. Where is the 5 in this box? It cannot be any of these cells, so it has to be one of these cells. Well, that means there's a 5 in row 8s and 9. And there's another 5 in row 8 or 9. So the rest of the rows cannot contain 5 5s. So where's the 5 in this box? It cannot be in 8 or 9, rows 8 or 9, because one of these has to be a 5 and one of these has to be a 5. So it must be one of these two cells. That doesn't really tell us much, but anyways. Uh-huh. Okay, where is the 4 in column 4? It must be one of these two cells, because this sees 2 unique digits on a German whispered line. This also sees 2 unique digits on a German whispered line. Therefore, since one of these is 4, this has to be a 9, because one of these is 4, and 4 can only be next to 9 on a German whispered line. Therefore, this is the 9. So this is 9. This cannot be 9. One of these two must be a 9. This is high also. So this is low. We don't know which way it goes. This could be 1 through 4. This could be 2 through 4. One of these two digits is a 9, because either 4 is here or 4 is here, which means 9 is here and 9 is here. This can't be... This could be 6, 8, or 9. Oh, wait, no, it goes between 2 unique digits, so this can't be 6. This is 8 or 9. Where else can this go? So this is low. This can't be 7 here. We have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in this box, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 8. This has to be 7, which makes that 3. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this is 2. This can't be 2, so this must be 1 and 9. This can't be 9, so this is 8 and 2. This can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 1, so this is 4. This is 1, which makes this a 3. The 3 can only be next to 8 and 9 on a German whisper loop, so this is 8 or 9. These can't be 3, so it's a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair here. These can't be 3. Therefore, where's the 3 in this box? It has to be here. The remaining digits in column 7 are 2 and 7. So this is 2 and 7. The remaining digit, this cannot... we don't know about this. This can't be 7 anymore. These can't be 3, so it's a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair. This cannot be 2, it's 3, 4 pair. So, this digit cannot be next to a 7, because both 3 and 4 are not 5 away from 7. So this can't be 7. Where's a 7 in this row? It has to be here. So this is 7. This is 8 or 9. We have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair now in column 3, which eliminates 8 and 9 from the rest of the column. Okay, this cannot be 8 here. If this is 3 and this is 7, that makes this 8, which makes that 9. And this is 8. Wait, if this is 3, 7, that makes this 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 8. And then this would be 4 and 8, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 3. This has to be 4 and 6, which makes this 3. This 6 means this can't be 6. This can't be 3. We have a 1, 2 pair in column 4, which eliminates 1 and 2 from the rest of the column. Therefore, it can't be 3, so this must be 4, which makes this a 9. This can't be 4. This can't be 9, so this is 8, which makes that 9. This can't be 9. And this can't be 8 because of this 8, so this must be 9, which makes that 8, which makes that 9. This can no longer be 9. This can't be 9, so this must be 8. This can't be 8, so this must be 7. This can't be 7 or 9. So it's 6 or 8 here. This is high. And it has to be 7 or 8 because it's next to 2 or 3. Actually, it's also next to 2 unique numbers on a German whispered line. So this is low. This cannot be 8. So this has to go down here, because if it goes up, it can't go anywhere else. So this must be the high. If this went this way, it would be next to a low, but it would have to be 4, and then the 4 would be next to 2 unique digits on the German whispered line. So this cannot go this way. It has to go this way. This is next to a 7 or 8, so it's specifically 1 or 2. This is next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop, either whether it goes this way or this way. So this must be 1, 2, or 3. This cannot be, this is next to 6 or 8, so it has to be 1, 2, or 3 also. This can't be 4. This can't be 9. This can't be 9. So one of these is 5. This cannot be 7 or 8. It cannot be 6 because it's next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop. So this must be 9. This is high, which makes this low, and therefore this is high. This can't be 7 or 9, and it can't be 6 because it's next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop, so this must be 8. This is 6 or 7, but it's next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper loop, so this must be 7. Therefore, this can't be 3 here. This can't be 3. 7 is next to only 1 or 2 on a German whisper loop. Therefore, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in the box, so this cannot be 1 or 2, so that makes this 3, which makes that 2, which makes that 3. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 1. This can't be 7, so this must be 8. These remaining digits must be 4, 5, and 6, and this has to be 4, 5, or 6. This is 4 or 6. We have a 4, 6, 4, 6 pair in column 3, which eliminates 4 and 6 from the rest of the column. Therefore, this is a 5, and this can't be 5. Well, where's a 5 now in column 2? It has to be here. So this is 5. This can't be 5. This is 4 or 6, but it can't be 6, so this must be a 4. Which makes this a 6, which makes that 4, which makes that 6, therefore that's a 4. The remaining digits here are 1 and 9. So that's fine. This can't be 7, so this must be a 2, which makes that 7. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 1, which makes that 2. That makes this 3 here. Actually, we already had the 1 there, so that we should figure that out anyways. This can't be 7 or 8, so it has to be 5 or 6. This can't be 1 because of that 1, so this is 9. This is 1. Remaining digits in column 1 are 4 and 6. Okay. And the remaining digits in column 3 are 2 and 7. This can't be 2 because of this 2, so this must be 7, which makes that a 2. This can't be 8. Let's see. Remaining digits in row 8 are 4, 5, 6, and 8, but this can't be 4. Where's the 4 in row 8? It has to be here. So this is 4. We know this can't be 4 because of this 4, so this is 6, which makes that 4. Therefore, this is a 6. This must be 5, then that must be 4, all from normal Sudoku. Remaining digits in row 4 are 1 and 3. That's fine. Well, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in column 6, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 1. This must be 3, which makes that a 1. Similarly, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in column 6 again, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the column. This can't be 2. It has to be 8, which makes this a 2. Okay, the rest of row 6 is 5, 6, or 7. This can't be 6 or 7, so that must be 5, which means this can't be 5. This is 6 or... This can't be 8 now because of this 8, so this is 7, which makes this 8. This 8 means this can't be 8, so this is 6, which makes that 7, and therefore that's a 5. This 6 can only be next to 1 on a German whisper line, so this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 1, and this is a 2. Therefore, this must be 6 remaining. This 6 means that can't be 6, so that's a 5, that's a 6. And we finish off with normal Sudoku. This must be 8, this must be 3, and this has to be a 9. And don't put me in the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. Ooh, a quote from the movie. Because we had a green mile throughout this puzzle. Don't put me in the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. Pretty cool puzzle. Pretty cool puzzle. Nice use of the German whisper line and the fog of war to make it interesting. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.